We're back with another installment of Rice Talk. This is your host Cam, and we have
The Sterling Pompey.
back in the building. How you feeling?
I'm good, man. I was down bad for a couple of weeks, but
You was on the IR.
I was on the IR, man. Yeah,
I kept the lights on,
I
but
appreciate it.
it was tough.
I
It was
know, I
tough.
know. My key card, I thought I was going to
Oh
die at
no,
the door.
you good?
I swiped the key card at the door. I said, "Oh man,
Yeah.
that boy didn't cut me."
I mean, let's be honest. We do Apple Pay here
Yeah,
now. You don't have to have the key card, so we're a
I
little
was
more
thinking,
steady.
I was thinking he was finna eat the salary cap, but
No,
he kept me. Contract's still good. I got
no.
player option next year, so
We're a very family owned franchise. So like at Rice Talk, what we like to do is we like to ingratiate and incorporate you know the culture. We like to uplift it and push that all in one positive direction. And as we package that energy, we cultivate it and then we manipulate it,
and then we
duplicate it.
ooh,
Then you have created
oh, you could be a rapper.
something that may have you elated. Um, when you think of cuisine, what do you think of?
Kids cuisine.
I think of lean cuisine.
I think a kids cuisine.
What kid cuisine do you think was the best kid cuisine of all time?
I don't even remember. I ain't gonna lie. But the one with the little chicken nuggets went crazy. That one it. What about the pizza? Wasn't it either?
Yeah, one more.
Which one was the best?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think I know I know one of the good ones. I just can't think.
You don't know.
You
You
don't
think
think
you
so?
know.
I think I know. You might be right.
No, tell me.
Nah, man, them chicken nuggets went crazy. I'm standing on that.
He went back to
I think the chicken nuggets went crazy for me.
so realistically, there is no right answer because all of those had no replay value. If you eat one now, like
Yeah,
unless we're going off nostalgic value, because that means we have to go off the value pound for pound when we were a kid. But Sunny D was a top 3 orange juice when I was a kid.
ooh,
Now
goaded back.
I learned that they're orange drink. They can't even call themselves orange juice.
Sunny D was different. Capri Sun too.
If I drink them now, it's like orange water. If you drink Sunny D now, it's like, yo, who the fuck gave up on this juice on this drink?
They dropped in the poll, man. The AP poll dropped.
Bright and early, really better than
They
Sunny
dropped
D.
out of the AP poll.
They really did, yeah. They're like a Texas.
They didn't even try to fight back.
Yeah. They're probably like a more of an academic school or academic, program. They probably don't care too much about, athletics. That's how they like to sell it.
Type shit.
What school do you think like is known for like good academics, but also like good, student athlete production?
Notre Dame,
Stanford,
Stanford,
USC.
all the Ivy League schools.
Well, I guess it's because it's like you low-key got to be smart and you got to be able to hoop.
Yeah.
Like it's just a lot of the time you
To be
don't
able to
get
do
it.
both is crazy.
Yeah.
They got weighted over 4.0s. So
Yeah. I hate seeing those because they're just like, ooh, like, all right, okay, like, oh,
smarter than me.
it's just like well, he worked hard. It's like
I be hating.
you didn't have to sweat high school though. It's like all right, cool.
Not bad. I was taking test taking. Still bad, but like, and then there's always them kids in school that didn't even have to study and they just get A every time. I'm like, bro.
No, it's
And I used to study so hard. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I did. I try to study so hard, and I just.
what do you think like your favorite like subject or like what was like the subject you had to study the least for in school?
Probably language arts. Like people say English wasn't like it was hard and it's not somewhat common sense, but I feel like English was easy.
Oh, I thought you were about to say whooped your ass.
That's like all self-explanatory and like common sense for.
Did I get so much backlash about that though? I used to tell people like,
Yeah, people think I'm crazy when I say that. Like, no, it's not.
I used to be like, it's hard, and I used to be like,
Bro, it's cake.
I used to be like, you know what?
All you literally had to do was pay attention to class.
I don't even think you had to just pay attention to what life.
And then you learn most of it was less work in high school. Honestly, the things you were learning was how to properly format essays and cite your
MLA
sources,
type.
MLA
Yeah, I'm not on
format.
APA yet, but
And then vocabulary words was majority. The stuff
yeah,
we was learning in high school was words.
placing the commas, apostrophe.
Yeah, all the semicolons and stuff.
But shout out to people that not everybody has a similar
And
education.
how to write complete sentences the right way and
Yeah,
whatnot. But
some people still don't make
nah,
complete
language
sense.
English and language arts was gas, but I liked it. It was fun.
What age do you feel like on Facebook do people like should start like typing like punctual, or is it expected, or like is it expected of
I
you?
don't type perfect. I know I don't. I don't give a damn what people say. But
Yeah.
shoot, 23. That's a stretch.
No, no, you're fine.
So
And when I mean like super like acronyms and like what age is too old for that?
probably about 23
Then you got to start kind of using those periods and those like capital letters,
type of shit.
less made up words. It's like you still got some, and it's okay because that's really just modern language damage at this point. But like I'm talking about like like, are you a 12-year-old? Because I'm totally out of the loop. What are we doing? I'm out of the loop more than my favorite restaurant, Zaxby's, when they mix up my sauce cup colors. Like, what are you doing?
Zaxby's trash,
Don't change
bro.
my color scheme. We're going to get to that slander later. Don't be changing my sauce cup colors. Change it back. Get shakes back. I don't care about a Mr. Beast box. I don't care about a chocolate
Mr.
bar.
Beast is crazy.
I don't care about I don't care about any promo that you bring until you bring these milkshakes back. And that's my word. I'm standing on it. We're not going to have this conversation anymore. All right. So back to the slander. You don't even mean that. So that's why I addressed it last. I'm gonna lock in. Let's lock in. We back. What is a what is a food tip that you feel like the people need to know or that they don't know? Just something. Just tell them something.
Hot sauce and ranch goes with everything.
All right. So another meaningful tip, I would say,
Meaningful. Okay.
if you don't, no, I mean, let's let's be real. Let's.
So my tip wasn't meaningful.
What year? What year we using this for? This year? We using that like for this year. Out of all the helpful food tips. Have you been on TikTok? Type
I
in
haven't.
food tips.
You don't actually get the food stuff. Don't hit my for you.
Yeah, me neither.
I
If it
never see
if
anything.
it hits your for you page, you
I bet
probably
they
did.
got some good informational stuff that comes across in that for you page. I wish I had the food stuff on mine though.
Yeah, they really do.
They got some hacks.
Some of the hacks are a little. All the 4 steps that I do to save it, it took me the same amount of time to just do it. I mean, another one is like the wet paper towel.
What's that? I missed that one.
The wet paper towel in the microwave. It helps.
Oh yeah.
And the
Dude,
wet
you
paper
did that.
towel.
I used to do that with my baked potatoes back. Everybody, you ain't never did that.
You bake potato in the microwave?
You can.
Wow.
You wrap it. You wet the whole paper.
No, right. No, like
You try to be funny.
I'm just,
No, for real. You get like 4 wet paper towels.
no, start over. Go ahead.
You get the baked potato.
Mm-hmm.
You get 4 wet paper towels.
Already baked?
No, you just get the potato.
All right, thank you. Yeah.
You get the potato.
That's how you know he's lying.
You get 4 wet paper towels, about 4 or 5.
Bounties? What if they
I
bounties?
use Bounty.
4 or 5 bounties?
Yes. Don't even wring the paper towels out. Wrap the potato in the paper towels and put it in the microwave.
You know how much water bounties hold? And you talking about not draining them? That's
works.
a pound of
It
water.
works, I swear.
I don't know what
My grandpa taught me that.
What power level do you put your microwave on?
Power level is crazy. Like if I'm just heating up my food.
No, that was a setup. I wanted to see if you felt.
I mean, technically, that's power level. If you ask me, like, if my food cold, you ask me, that's still good. It's not really a
I
setup.
don't know about the power levels.
My power level's off the chart.
I'm on the. I know y'all again with them recycled commercial microwaves y'all got at home.
My microwave goes Super Saiyan 3.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, type shit.
No, your microwave don't be talking about shit for real. Hey, you know what's worse? You know what's worse than having a booger? Having like a homeboy or like a homegirl around you and you got a booger. Like, ain't that the worst? Like, what's up there with that? What would you think is up there with that?
Farting in public.
Is it? Because having a booger like in for like a minute can be worse. Because the fart, people really forget, low key.
If you're not around a lot of people.
What if you're at a conference?
Oh,
No, like no, it's not like a huge not like a boardroom. It's not like a conference. Like, what if it's like an open room and like people gonna be like, all right,
it's
if
open
you got
fire.
a booger fool,
Hey, people low key be stereotyping with the farts though.
it's
Like,
just word of mouth. Booger is like photo evidence, low key.
oh god,
Somebody can take a picture of you like on the screen or something. That's a wrap. Like you never outliving that.
4K,
A
caught
fart,
in 4K.
a fart is like you can't catch me farting in
You
4K.
know, but when it comes to farts, you know whose it is
But at
most
the
of the
same
time.
time, it's like an urban legend. It's like the streets will never like the streets be talking with who the streets.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
like it ain't never been confirmed. You know what I'm saying? It's like it was called 2K or something. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, maybe the booger is up there by itself alone. Yeah, that's rough.
Cause you and then it's your homeboy like holy like you know what I'm saying? No, it's crazy. It's just like you feel like you have a bond. And for somebody to just ignore a book on your face and just talk to you too, like make eye contact, like really like seriously,
Stupid hell fool.
and you really got an arm hanging out your nose. That's crazy.
Yo,
Hey, we're gonna move on.
you hell, bro.
What's the most overrated attractive physical feature on the opposite sex for you?
Most overrated physical feature on opposite sex. Um, man, that's tough.
Is it? Is it tough?
The most overrated? I mean, yeah, I'm sorry I'm not overthinking it.
I,
What would you pick?
I mean, I would probably say ass or buttocks, but ass.
Why is it buttocks is
I was trying to clean it
why is it overrated?
because it's like it's other things you can like on Rubik's scale on like a sliding scale or like different departments that you can grade in. As like no, you cannot put all your points in ass and just go like you can't just be like oh you got a 9 in ass and a 1 and everything else she's a 10. That's not how that goes. It has to be a balance, and some things are weighted more. Like I feel like a good nose outweighs a good nose outweighs like a
A
nice
good nose
forehead.
goes a long way.
That's what I'm saying, but it's weighted different.
Hey, I might pick forehead. I ain't gonna lie. I actually might. You said it. That's why
I'm on
I
to
was gonna
something.
pick. I was gonna pick forehead.
Like ears up there with kneecaps, like because it's like that you say they don't matter until you see some oddly shaped kneecaps and ears,
Oh gosh.
and then you looking like, damn, she
And
really
what if they bow legged?
not for real.
Yeah, forehead for sure.
But the most overrated attractive physical feature, yeah, because it's like the ass is like because you can put them points somewhere else.
Yeah, you can.
Boobs is probably second most overrated because it's like you
It
can put the
is.
point somewhere else. Like you,
It's right behind forehead.
because you could be crazy in them two departments. And to be honest, and we're talking cosmetically. We're not talking internally. We're not talking about what your insides are. We're talking about like external. You could be crazy in that department. Those departments, a bit zeros.
Zeros.
I ain't gonna say abysmal because it might go over somebody's head. Zeros.
Yeah.
You know how you hold up the sign? You might be like 10, 10, zeros. Now you a 20
I
out
was
of
about
50.
to say something, but I ain't trying to get canceled.
I feel it. No, I feel it. But to be canceled, that means you got to be famous.
Yeah, I ain't shit. So yeah, I'm still not gonna say it.
Yeah, I knew.
I was bluffing.
Yeah, I almost thought about it.
I did too. I
It
did.
was a good bluff. It was a good bluff. What's your advice for somebody who's starting? All right, I messed that up and I'm gonna start over. Is that cool?
I know what you were trying to read too. That's funny, but yeah, go ahead.
Cool. You want to read it?
No, dang.
Cool.
Yeah, I got you.
He was fucking with it. Yeah. All right.
Cam, what's your advice to someone who's
Yeah, it ain't so easy.
oh
See, I had it on second question.
nah, for real though.
It was crazy.
Cam, what's your
Oh my bad.
advice to someone that's someone who's just starting to date after a long time in a relationship?
I'm glad you asked. I wouldn't tell them anything because people that do stuff like that, they don't ask you for advice, so I wouldn't give it to them.
That is true. And
But
if you give it to them, they don't take it.
and if they, yeah, okay,
Hmm.
you see what I'm saying?
It's a lose lose.
But let's say in a vacuum, because we got them Bissells and Kirby's, and what's that other one? Dyson. All good brands of vacuums.
Shout out to Dyson. That's tough.
Yeah. Contact name ain't Dyson.
Yeah.
If you know, you know. Um. All right. So what I
Yeah, this dude funny, bro.
fuck. Oh, look, I
My
forgot.
lost his train of thought.
No bad. Okay. All right. Oh,
It's like
best
a vacuum.
after home. Just okay. Yes. My best advice for someone who's like starting to date after like a long like relationship in a vacuum, I like because outside of that, I wouldn't give them any advice because they're not going to take it. They're just probably going to get into another long term relationship with somebody else, and then just do it over again. But in a vacuum, what I would do
Settling.
is I would tell them, hey, take it nice and slow and remove any expectation that you had before, and just go into it, you know,
Not
not expecting
expecting to,
anything.
yeah.
Like go into it, you know, treat it nice, treat it respectful, and just don't have just let whatever happen.
No hopes, no
Yeah,
expectations, just roll with the flow.
because people like coming from like longer relationships, they're gonna have those like higher expectations. Hell, any expectations, because in dating,
I
like
mean,
modern dating, not having any expectations off the bat is just almost insane. Like you're almost like a lunatic. So you're really just better off just doing like a soft little, you know, your toes in there, if you will.
just to get your feet wet for a second.
Because it's like jumping in there.
Don't dive in that bit.
Yeah,
You might not come back up.
yeah. That's my advice. Don't dive in there. You might not come back up. How do you know when it's
Factual.
time to move on in a relationship? I know these are things that like can hit home for some.
Yeah.
It's a really tough thing for you to do. We'll keep watching. Get stronger.
I mean, there's a lot of little things that play into that. The response that y'all give each other. Um, the routine might not be the same. It starts to switch up, get thrown off. The conversation gets slim.
Hmm.
Y'all aren't having those same long talks, maybe. Y'all barely communicating through the day. Um, I think those you pretty much know the course has been ran. There's a lot more little ones too.
But definitely a distance in communication
Yeah.
or lack of communication is one of them.
And the behavior, like you got to pay attention to the behavior,
And manipulation.
manipulation.
Yeah.
But these days, a lot of people still stay in a relationship, and both parties know like this has been
It's a
done for
business
a
decision.
long time, and we're just hanging on by a thread, but we're just gonna keep this going. Like,
It's a business decision at that point. It's just we understand the ball has to keep moving, and it's like we're probably better off with us together doing it than
okay, if one of y'all weren't signed to a super max or a max contract, then that needs to be cut. You feel me? Those are the only people that get that
and it's crazy. That's what happens to a lot of
kind of
people.
player option.
That's what happens to a lot of people. They it's two super maxes right next to each other.
Okay.
You have no room for any other players.
Yeah, y'all are already guaranteed pay. So like,
And it's just the way, like, it is not supposed to be two max contracts ever
it's
on
cooked.
one team.
Ball up top, it's cooked.
Literally. Ball up top. We should name that a segment. Like, if you ask me a question, I want to answer like ball up top.
On me,
But I can't do it two times in a row. I got to answer the third. We can be like really crazy questions to ask. Yeah. Ball up
I
top.
like that.
All right. You'll remember, right?
Yeah, I got you.
Ball up top.
Yeah, ball up top.
What are some red flags that you look out for in a potential partner?
I like all red flags.
What red flag do you like the most?
I'm just kidding. I was just joking.
No, you want that.
Nah,
No, go ahead. You want that toxic back.
no, we want that love back.
Nah, 1 week.
We want that love back.
Right. Whatever.
We want that love back. Red flags that you look. Oh, there's a lot. Let's just see. Something that I've observed myself and through other friends with somebody over the years. Um, Someone flipping out and going insane on you after like barely knowing each
Mm.
other. Um, what going communication just terrible. That's a red flag. Usually when people go, the communication gets bad as the day goes on, and then like through the night, they got some, they got somebody usually, typically. They ain't just going,
Going, no,
they ain't just going to bed at no 7 o'clock, bro.
I'm saying,
They laid
uh,
up with somebody.
what
Let's
they
say
doing?
y'all talking through the day, y'all both work, but you
Yeah,
know the communications kept up through the day from like 8 a.m. to about 4 p.m. And then let's say around, you know, 7 p.m. they go MIA every day. They laid up, man. That's just what it is. That's just what's going on out here.
laid up, cooked up,
Cooked up.
laid up,
Some other
cooked up,
red
flipped up like
flags.
an egg.
Some other red flags. Dang. I don't know. What's some other ones? Help me out.
Uh,
So many I can't process.
Red flags for me, weird one is diet for sure. Like how poor like someone's diet can be. And
Someone that goes out and drinks you drink during the week, I can't trust you.
if you drink during the week, I'm willing to bet you probably don't work out during the week.
If you going out and getting drunk and just drinking through the week on a weekday alone is just crazy
Nah,
to me. If
if
it's not a holiday or something, like that's crazy.
if you were to show me your workout schedule and it coincided with your drinking schedule during the week, I'd be like, you know what, you might have something. But I
But the excuse is I had a long day of work,
yeah,
like the same typical
that's
one.
what I'm
I got
saying.
a long day of work I deserve.
Yeah,
No,
no,
could wait for the
no,
weekend.
you do deserve, baby girl. You do deserve all of them. Just keep deserving them. So you yeah, and so you'll deserve what you get.
That's true.
Hey, have fun. But you know what happens when you have too much fun? Not fun.
Oh yeah,
Hey, you eat too much candy, what happened? You stay out too late, what happened? You spend too much money when you out, what happened?
no cap.
You know what I'm saying, have too much fun. It's cool. Have your fun. He's,
Yeah, I'm glad you cut that.
Russ on reaching for his revolver. I was like, shit. Okay, bet. Final stretch.
Oh, you waiting on me?
Hmm.
You good, bro?
Whoop my ass. Final stretch though.
Funny shit, fool.
I'm gonna let you ask every
Ooh,
question on this bitch.
bet.
I'm just gonna hold my face because
I
I'm high
got
as
you. I
fuck.
got you. Funny, I love this. I love this shit. Just the one with the asterisks.
Yeah,
We already did the first one, didn't we?
I think so.
We can do it again.
You can really. Oh well, what you really can do is that seconds. Oh, we okay. What I can really do is
We're done with the dating ones?
well, I'm gonna see you again this week, right?
Yeah. Hell yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
so
yeah.
I want
Shit,
because I'll touch
we
on
gotta
all.
catch up. Goddamn.
Yeah,
Put that bit. Wait, it's gonna be in the frame.
no, it's cool. I think I usually have it in the frame, like since it sits lower.
I was gonna look at it instead of the TV so it didn't look weird.
Where you wanted at?
Right there.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, she be on TikTok.
What's she?
I don't know.
Oh, for real? That mom funny, fool.
God, she really fucking is.
We're doing all of them.
Do do three. Well, we really don't have.
Shit, we can do all
We
of
can
them.
do all of these, and then we can do
I like
the
the
last.
I like the
Last.
betting strategy.
Do
Sports betting, good for sports.
do all the NBA, and then do two sports betting. Bless you.
Appreciate it.
And then that'll take us into because since we'll do another one. Or I'm trying to do 90 type shit.
You funny as hell.
I got
All right.
450 reels.
Damn.
I should have more though. I should have like 600 already, but I kind of lacked in like I can tell you the month June
For
because I can
you
show
can
you
look at
my
the
progression.
analytics.
I was hitting 50 every fucking month, easy.
Damn.
Because I was like the trophy thing. I get
Oh yeah,
like
yeah, the achievements.
it'd be
Yeah.
like 250, 350, 450. Like it's every month. It just slow down one month. Cause I was just like I needed a little break.
Damn. All right. On to sports.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what do you think is the best NBA team of all time?
Going off the metric of just emotional value, I would say I would say the Heat, like that 11, 12, that 12, 13 Heat.
Oh, that was tough.
Yeah. Like, and I go off emotional value because on 2K it was crazy.
Birdman, Bron, Chris Bosh,
Yeah,
Wade. They had who else? They had Mike Miller,
yeah. Ray
Ray
Allen,
Allen,
Mario Chalmers,
Mario
Jordan Poole,
Chalmers. They had another shooter, Joan. What was his name?
Joel.
Something Jones.
I can't. Hey, it's yeah. Mike Miller. You had I remember
They
the
was
late.
tough though.
They
Everybody
were.
knew this stuff. Udonis Haslem.
I would love to throw.
Looking at
Yes, that's what I was thinking of
looking
too.
at
I would love to throw in the Shaq and Kobe Lakers. I mean, yeah, you gotta have you got your Bulls
I think that Heat team
and
was
your
my
fucking.
favorite one because that was like
Mhm.
prime for me watching basketball. Like that was when I
I think
really
so
started
too.
truly watching the game of basketball, and it was just like
Or that's when I was watching like every game of or most
on
games of the
me.
season.
And I wasn't even a Heat fan, but I was trying to catch every game because it was just like we were witnessing
It was
greatness.
good basketball, or like it
It
was.
was competitive. They actually played defense. They
Yeah,
played both sides of the ball.
because I feel like that was before the game was just like hella faster. So like seeing all three of them on the court at one time, a
Yeah,
lot of time would just be like wow, like seeing them exist
they
or
want
just
want just a game of free throws. Like they was out there really playing basketball.
yeah, a lot of half court
He was
sets.
allowed to be physical.
I I would like to throw the 2015 Warriors or 20 the ones with KD.
KD.
Yeah, because that
That
shit
was
like
tough.
oh my gosh, like,
That was probably from when I started watching basketball to now. That was probably my favorite team to just watch through the season.
mhm.
I
Yeah,
think the best for me would probably be that Heat team, but the most fun to watch was that Warriors team.
because it looked like they were having fun too,
The chemistry was just
and
crazy.
they were firing on all cylinders.
Everything was just hitting.
Or yeah, there was shots. But what do you think is like the best NBA rivalry? Like, or Because the best NBA rivalry of the past was probably like the Lakers and the Celtics, but now what do you think it is?
Yeah, in the past, Lakers and Celtics. Now, um, dang, I don't even. We've honestly had what before after the Warriors won theirs. We really don't have any that's like stamped.
True. But yeah, I mean, you don't really get them often a lot of times in history
Because
anyway.
we've had a different NBA champion like every year since then. I'm here for the yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. I was trying to put two teams in there, but I really can't get two right now. I'll tell you what though, the Timberwolves and the Thunder though, Thunder need to get Chet back. He's gonna be out for a good
I would
minute.
say the Lakers and the Clippers
But the
had a rivalry, but
that's understandable though. Two LA teams.
because everybody else, like, it's really not enough like team building going on to have like that
Mm,
home brewing like rivalry, like for them to have it personally. Like it may have been one before they got there, but it's like nobody's really been on a team long enough for you to be like, oh, this is like
mm.
this is a big deal. It's really more of player rivalries almost, which you know they play with each other so much, or you see that much.
We need one. We need one dominant team in the West and one dominant team in the East. I want them to go at it in the finals for like 3-4 years in a row.
Now I would say the Celtics versus the Sixers is
Nah, I like that.
a pretty decent match, I
I would
think,
like. I like that. Yeah.
and like the Knicks
The
versus the
Knicks too.
Warriors. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. What do you think like is the future of the NBA as far as the competitive like nature? Do you think it's just going to continue rising? And like what area do you think that competitiveness is going to spill over to? Like,
It's already too soft
you think so?
compared to when we used to watch. Hell yeah. They just call it everything's a foul. It's a game of free throws. There's no defense being played at all. Every team damn near scores 100 points every night.
And and we know why.
Even sorry teams.
And we know why, but it's I think it was okay when before people knew, but now it's like when people kind of see it with their own eyes and when they kind of understand that it's really being more pushed to
Offensively,
a more
yeah.
offensive output or higher output.
All these players' games are just one dimensional. Like there's
Yeah.
not too many that like they playing defense and offense.
Oh,
Like
when I
there's a
see it, it's
couple.
beautiful. Yeah.
What there's a couple though. I love watching them boys because them boys giving everything they got the whole game on both sides of the floor.
140 to 135.
Crazy. Take the over every
I mean,
time. Every NBA game, take the over.
they say that's how NBA games are gonna. I just don't know if that's just gonna be like that realistically because playing 82 games, like I don't like. You might get a stretch of like where every team might score, but it's just like 82 games. You're not going to get that type of productivity like day in and day out
Yeah.
with travel and rest. And you got to think most, it's some NBA players that only ever play about 80%, and that's on a good season. So a lot
And
of,
that's another thing.
hmm,
When we used to watch, them boys weren't taking no breaks. They
no,
was playing every back to back. Now back to backs players are resting. Just think about like the reason why I don't like it. That's another reason why it's soft. When you put it into perspective like this, what if this little kid, his parents bought him tickets to the game. He wants to go see his favorite player play, but you sitting, you got to rest. You're not really hurt. You just want to rest. You're on a back to back. Dang, now little bro can't even watch you play because you taking a break. Like,
and if you want to be honest,
and they changed the MVP rules, I think, too, didn't they? You have to play a certain amount of games to win
yeah, yeah,
MVP.
yeah, because that way you can't just front load.
Yeah.
You can't just front load and just kind of like catch a MCL sprain or something like that. But I don't. I'm not doubting the validity of any player's
Yeah.
diagnosis.
I believe y'all be hurt when y'all
Yeah,
hurt though.
yeah.
Like,
I mean, just because it's like, bro, you've been playing that long on your body,
yeah.
something's hurt, and something's probably always hurt.
Like Embiid a dog, but he
There's
literally
who comes to mind. You gotta think he has eyes. He probably has crap, and he's still probably bumped up. Like it's just
they can't say nothing bad about Embiid because when he on that floor, he give everything he got.
a real hooper. When you see somebody over like 6'10", 6'11", playing past like 25, you give him props because it's just like yo, that is a huge person. Like he can get up and down the court on an NBA pace. That's scary as fuck. Cause getting up and down the court on the pace, like as a 6'8", 6'9" guy, like it looks regular, but like
Mm.
imagine a 6'10", 6'11" dude. Even if he looks slow, that's pretty decent.
Yeah,
He's
hell
chasing down
yeah.
people. He's catching them too. Joel Embiid will catch most of them.
Jokic be tired out there, but he a dog too.
Oh, yeah, but Yoke could probably run for a decent amount of time. He's just a jogger though. Like Yoke he ain't gonna kick it up in high gear. He just gonna play at one speed.
I don't really play no defense either.
That's that old man
He
type of
really can't. It's a little too slow, but
yeah. But shit, when you good at something, shit, sometimes they might be like, hey, he ain't playing D.
hey,
Shit,
he
you
did.
guard.
That boy did. She catching the boys and he can score though.
Sometimes, hey, it's rolls. It's rolls. It's rolls like garlic bread.
Oh,
Who would you say is the best NBA coach of all time?
NBA coach.
Mhm.
Mm, I mean, for me, I like Coach Pop. I don't know about all time, but Coach Pop.
You ain't putting Doc up there?
Doc Rivers.
Yeah, you're not putting Doc?
Man, stop.
Man, put some respect on Doc name, man. Stop.
Stop. That man like James Harden, man.
You're joking. Whoa, stop. We're gonna put that in the next one.
He,
James Harden or Doc.
he ruined every team he been on.
Hey, the best NBA coach of all time is definitely big big Tibbs. No, I'm
Yes.
joking. I be trolling. The best coach of all time is Philly, big
They
Philly.
say it's Phil statistically.
Yeah.
They
It's tough.
say he's in there.
It's like what he was putting in
I like Phil, but at the same time, you see a lot of people say bad things about him. I
I
would say Coach Pop because I don't think I've ever read anything bad about Coach Pop.
yeah.
I think he's like well respected by everyone.
The only thing that I really heard like a time was like when Kawhi had like mismanagement of his issue of his like
Oh, his
injury.
injury,
Yeah.
yeah. That was kind of weird. They never really even
Which is like
gave the people like the
the
full
what's like,
story
the
of
more I matured, the more I was like, yeah, them niggas probably just sitting there like, you gonna play.
it.
He was just like, yo, like at
I'm hurt for
towards the
real.
and that's why people are kind of playing less and less because it's like they realize they only get one body and it's like yeah I'm making all this money but it's like man once I walk away it's like if I can't do nothing with it so it's like I'm sitting the back to back and I'm doing all and it's like the old schools or the people that grind hard they hate that but it's like you can't fault them
Oh
low key
god.
and if this is like your highest yielding product or your highest paid athlete you kind of do want to protect your investment too because you don't want to
Yeah.
go out there and
That's supposed to be your franchise player.
yeah, you don't want to go in and rupture his Achilles. Now he out for a season and a half. And who you gonna put out there? Because I mean, it's an attraction. You gotta fill the seats. What you gonna go get Jamal Crawford and Pat Bev?
Wait. ISO Joe.
Hey, boy, still put you in the blender.
Oh god, he will.
What do you think? Closing out or moving into like the final stretch. What do you think is the? Well, I'll let you ask these questions because this is more of your.
This my zone. Um, do you think sports betting is good for sports?
Relative to who?
The people,
The viewer?
the viewer, the
No.
consumer.
Is it good for the better?
Vegas.
Is it good for Vegas and the better? Sure. But is it good for like the average viewer? We know it's not. But I mean, the average viewer ain't willing to put no money up.
Sports betting is addicting, bro. It's a real addiction.
It's like going into games and it's like saying, oh, or is a microtransaction a good thing? No, but it's people buying microtransactions right now. So you cannot buy them, but somebody else will. So it's like somebody's making money off of it. It's giving somebody a job. But I think it should be it was going to evolve into like sports betting. So, but do I think it's good for like the morality? No, but what morality was it in sports anyway already? But
That's cool.
uh, what do you think?
Um, I mean, no, because as the viewer, it makes us feel like it's rigged. I still think uh, some sports, not all. I think some of them are rigged to an extent. I think we all know that, and I'm not crazy for thinking that. We literally watch everything unfold in real time when you got your coin on one of these teams or one of these players. And they know they be seeing it. The players be tweeting. They be seeing everything that's going on and
And that's just the stuff
they
that they want.
engage and reply.
Yeah.
But nah, I think it's not. But on the topic of it's not, while we're here, what do you think the best strategy is? If 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 you had to try to have one with sports betting, what do you think it would be?
I would just bet on very like I would almost just call them margin picks. I was just going nothing but home game, good teams. Very like the lowest amount up to bet, very low, but I'd get like a little. But it's just like that's the best bet because it's
Yeah.
like say I want